Hi, welcome to For Flow with Chloe. Thought I'd give you a nice different view of the wisteria in bloom as it is Beltane today, when we are in the full abundance of May's spring glory. I have some cherries ripening on the cherry tree over there as well. Gorgeous. Anyway, it is also Buddha's birthday, so happy Vesak to all those who celebrate Buddha. Obviously, we all know he was a pretty good enlightened guy, and I like my yoga, so yes, hats off to you, Buddha. Not that he needs them. It's very interesting that it's Buddha's birthday and we also have this Scorpio full moon today also, which triggers this like axis point of finance between Taurus is like the abundant kind of what you receive wealth wise sign, and Scorpio is sort of like shared finance and what goes out. So it's this giving, receiving balance. And obviously we know that Buddha kind of like was from a wealthy family of royalty, reached enlightenment and basically gave all his stuff away. So interesting that it is on this Scorpio full moon. I believe he also, correct me if I'm wrong, but reached enlightenment upon a Scorpio full moon. Just going to read a little bit from my lovely mystical year book that I bought down in Cornwall when I was there, at the beautiful St Nectan's Falls. Beautiful place. So the tree of the month of May, being as we're on the 1st of May, it is hawthorn. Lovers used to exchange blossoms off of the hawthorn trees after many shenanigans on a spring night of Beltane, up to no good in the forests. Jade, highly prioritized stone of many uses, powers of protection, largely popular in China and ancient tribes. A spell for luck with jade. When you need luck fast, rub the palm of your right hand with jade, making a wish for good fortune. And then we have a little bit on Beltane. Originally a fire festival, the name comes from a Celtic sun god known as Bel, or sometimes Bright One. Sacrifice fires were lit and played a central role in the festivities. The flames were thought to have cleansing powers and were jumped by young lovers hand in hand who would seal their union. Nice little hand fasting. Cattle and other animals were purified by their smoke by walking between the fires and protected them from disease, also known as May Eve of Walpurgis Night. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Walpurgis Night. This festival celebrates the arrival of summer and the giving of life, radiance of the sun. The earth is fertile with abundance of flowers and the light has returned. You know, we also have lots of association with Gaia, the Green Man, Flora, so many deities involved. Because it's like, transformation, powerful transformations. I'm going to start with a few from the Unfolding Path. I would also, on the word of transformation, like to shout myself out and say that my celebration of all these things, classes like it's Beltane, it's Scorpio full moon, it's Sun in Taurus season, and it's Buddha's birthday. So yeah, I have done a yoga class to celebrate all these things with, I'm hoping, what are appropriate poses. Well, I think they're appropriate poses. That's what I've chosen to symbolize and work with the energy. But yeah, that's posting at 16:16 today, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. So our first card out today on this, the day of Beltane, Buddha's birthday, Scorpio full moon in Taurus season. It's the Four of Swords. We also have a lot of air sign and fire sign generally going on in the overall theme of society right now, with the various outer planets in fire and air signs. So it's interesting that we have an air sign card. However, it's take a chill pill from all the air energy and have a little chillax. Look at all the flowers on the swords as well, and the fact that today is a time of bountiful nature, a time to kind of realize we are in the peak of fruitful abundance of nature, and it's time to lay down our swords and stop being like pew, 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 firing our energy all over the goddamn place. Which can be very air sign. I know, I have a sun in air sign with Gemini, so I know. Then we have the Empress, and if this is not an abundant Taurian card, I do not know what is. She is pregnant, she has a full belly in the card to show the peak of fertility. She's surrounded by the flowers, she's got her crystal wand, and she's doing the big old hair flick of like, yeah, I got this. She's got her crown tiara. There isn't actually an affixed tiara, it's just a mystical, like, I have the energy of Queen because I am ripe, full, and embodied in my strength and power and divine love. The Empress is very associated with Venus, which rules Taurus, and we are of course Sun in Taurus, and it's just so symbolic of the peak of spring through that female body swell of fertility. And then we have a little bit of delulu, like, oh, I don't quite know what to choose emotionally. So we might have mentally paused our overthinking about things and over investing in logic, but now we've gone into our intuition, and we maybe, just maybe, with this card coming up, might be feeling a little bit emotionally, intuitively like, I need to navigate this because I don't emotionally quite know how to tune into myself against all of this air and fire. Beltane, also muchas fire power. And we have the Knight of Swords, which is like, you do need to tune in. You need to become, embodied. You need to be full and assured with your choices and not be deluluing in the multitude of possibilities. And the Knight of Swords is here to be like, pow, go into the biggest feeling right now, as long as it's not rage. But like, feel feel the embodiment is like feel in your body the biggest emotion of what you truly want, what truly fills you up emotionally and makes you feel fully abundant and whole and like you are, yes, this is my peak of happy. He's like, cut to the chase, pick the cup by tuning in to what makes you feel whole. And that is all I am taking from the unfolding path. So I think that the Knight of Swords has pointed us in the right direction from there. I'm now going to take some from Wild Reflections. Ooh. Ones instantly fell out. The Hermit. Oh my god, there's some more falling out. It's those ones. So that I'm going to pair and goes very well with that Swords card, that Four of Swords. Take a chill pill, meditate on it. And look, she's having a big old forest meditation, which is oh so Beltane. Like, tune into where you actually feel growth, where you actually feel full, what actually makes you feel whole. Saying it again. Say it again. And the next card, find your center, grounding. This is a Capricorn card. It's our Queen of Pentacles, so strong roots. Not surprising it's on top of the Empress because she is strong earthy vibes with her flourish going on. Got this beautiful mandala of sunflower of like, my focus is my abundance, my full blossoming into the proud, strong sunflower that I am. But then we have this lady again, who's been coming up a lot. Not surprising that she has come up on top of this card of confusion, delusion. And the confusion, delusion is not seeing yourself clearly. She's looking at herself in the lake, in the water, the mirror of the water, and she's feeling all tied up and like she's got no room to move. Like, it's Scorpio and Taurus are fixed signs, and we have many surrounding energies of air and fire, of Gemini and Aries, which are like not fixed at all. Cardinal power for the fire of creation and leadership and get where you're going fast. And Gemini, mutable air, do it fast, keep it fresh, keep it light, keep moving. It doesn't sit very well with fixed signs because it's all a bit overstimulating. So your overstimulation may be triggering some difficulty in past attachments and releasing them. This Scorpio full moon is all about releasing the stuff that is just no. It's like Amy needs to go to rehab. She says no, but she's got to do it because she needs to release all the stuff so she can move on. Just in case you didn't get that, Amy Winehouse, you know, I don't want to say too much because I didn't like it when you quote musical references on YouTube so much. And tune into the intuition and shoot your shot with that Two of Swords. I'm going to put those both on top. Well, on top of that Seven of Cups, and just a little bit betwixt and between the Knight as well, but it's like The Knight is saying, shoot that one arrow, but use your intuition. Act swift as the air sign, but do it through your intuition. Your intuitions need to be made fast, not slow, not stuck in the past, not tied to old paradigms, past senses of self, and things that just don't empower you or fit anymore. They need to be, I got one shot, this is how I feel, this is how I keep feeling, this is what's truly my embodiment, this is what's truly going to make me feel whole. I'm going for it. I'm trusting my intuition with that one arrow. Go for it. Quite similar to the last couple of readings we've had with many of the cards, but I wanted to do one here today on actual Beltane. I didn't want to try and put tarot, meditation and the yoga class all into one this time. I wanted to do some separate things. And we get the world completion, and look at all that bountiful greenery, which is just so Beltane, these gorgeous flowers in full blossom, and it's a full cycle completion. What shot do you need to shoot to get there for your full abundance and stability this Beltane? How are you going to use your intuition to allow yourself to fully flourish? How are you going to enlighten yourself and focus on your own transformation to become full and complete? Trust your intuition, shoot that shot. And the fingers are out. I'm going to obviously pull one from Beltane deck because it is Beltane today. Gorgeous gold cards. Gorgeous gold edging. Such wealthy Taurian abundance on it. All the riches. All the riches. All the honey. All the money, honey. Beltane is also a bit of a celebration of fire and purification. Fire festival. We definitely have a big ball of fire in the sky today, rising to the occasion. I may have a bit of a bonfire later in my fire pit. Not really a bonfire, but you know, I will be doing the fire things. Through flame and through song, there will rise a new dawn. It's your new beginning, where you step into your wholeness, and you are ripening, ready to become complete. We also have B. What was I saying about the cards? Don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. And that is that message of not staying stuck in the past. And there is abundance to be had in other places, people, timelines, vocations, opportunities, you know. You've just got to seek them out and trust. You know, the bee, it just intuitively buzzes towards every flower, and it harvests the pollen from every flower to make a whole big honey with its big flipping hive doing the same thing. Yeah. So it's about being able to invest in what you intuitively, instinctively know is right for you, what's calling to you, like the scent of the flower to the bee, so you can make your honey. And then we have self-worship. Quite like that one. It's oh so Taurian. My hands fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. In stillness that I find all that I am and all of divinity within me. And that is that massive, I've got massive Scorpio vibes with the whole fire ceremony thing. You know, Phoenix rising, transforming, rising from the ashes, purification of the smoke. You know, Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and yeah, hot water, so steamy. And then this Taurian kind of, I'm worth it. I am worth this investment. I invest in myself because I am the divine, and the divine is in me, and I have such self-worth that I know that undoubtedly. Not in an arrogant way, in a way that is in balance with your true core nature and reflecting it out back into the world accurately. Your soul self, like Buddha knew, his enlightenment was part of knowing that the divine is in me and I am the divine. We are the same. And that is the reading. Happy Beltane, Visak. And thank you very much for watching. It's so sunny and glorious. Have a wonderful bank holiday weekend and many other celebrations that are going on right now.